We back. It's your boy K Witt, your mama #1 draft pick. And bruh, it is Thursday all over again. You know what time it is. Rec Room Sports Radio is going down right here on ESPN 690. Welcome. I'm talking about, bruh, we got a show for you today. Bobby G, I see you over there. You survived. I just want to let everybody know. I called my pops. I checked on him. He had 2 heart attacks, but he's okay. The Knicks won last night. Game 4 has to be talked about in excess. This is one of them times when we will never see this again. But Bobby G, we got to talk about this, bro.
Absolutely. And I have a surprising take. So,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We looking forward to it.
We'll get there.
Bruh, I'm hype. Today is a day to be hyped. So if you're listening right now, during the first hour, we are giving away tickets. Please do not turn your radio dial. We will be giving away some things in just a moment. So guess what, man? We got other people coming in. Can't wait to see who's going to join us. Big shouts out to Chef Fatty. Chef Fatty, what it do?
Hey.
Rich off views. Y'all know what it is. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. It's your boy K with your draft pick. Let go.
This is Rec Room Sports. Olympians carrying the torch, going where they don't go. We ain't lost. From the optics to the topics, we got this with synopsis. Think outside the boxes like Jay on the mic or your boy K Witt. Joe is my coach, T Sweat on the mix. All sports, even if you catch fish like Nate Diaz catches fist. You need to catch this episode, it's a can't miss. We go live and you should subscribe and X's and O's. We made our plan, yo.
You hear it? Hey, the jiggling, baby. The jiggling, baby. You know what I'm talking about? You got to put that New York on, man. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy K Witt, your mama's #1 draft pick. And this is the Rec Room Sports Radio Show where we bring the internet to your radio. Oh, my goodness, bro. Somehow, some way, we have been privileged to watch a historic, monumental moment in NBA Finals history. We have got to get into that one. But before I do, I got the gang with me. Today we're running twos. We are running twos. That's right. A 2-man drill. Just got to pass the ball back and forth for now. What's going on? We got, of course, Cleveland Zone. But Las Vegas is home, straight from the Audible Sports Podcast where life and sports meet culture, and Game Time 216, meeting every day at 2:16 in the afternoon. Join them, please. Everybody, my guy, your guy, Bobby G, what it do?
What you know where the best place on earth to watch a game from is, though?
Okay, what you think about?
A sports book. You literally see the circle of life, especially in the situation we laughed last night. So many people just so happy knowing that ticket's about to come in, and then it just snowballs into
life.
What's happening? What's going on? And then the other half of the room goes from mad at the world. They done ripped up the ticket to now. Oh, I gotta find it. Let me put that back together. It is the greatest seat in the house,
bruh. I can only imagine, but Vegas probably went nuts with the amount of people who, by the second quarter, had disregarded all kinds of human life, tore up their tickets, threw the kids out of the house, started jumping off of roofs, all kinds of stuff. But somehow, some way, man, we witnessed a historic comeback in NBA history last night. And of course, y'all know me, man. It's your boy K Witt, your mom's #1 draft pick. We are here. The Rec Room Sports Radio Show is live, of course, at Anna John Levine Studios. But we're going to do a little something different today. Normally, I do the headlines. But today, we're going to introduce a little something different. We're going to do What's the Word? Huh? Yeah, so every once in a while, we got a little bit of a game for the segments. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. That's right, X at Rec Room Sports. Make sure you see us on TikTok at Rec Room Sports Hub. YouTube, that's TheRecroom Sports Hub. And if you got anybody you want to give a shout out to, join us in the comment section. Big shout out to all my drivers, all my truck drivers, Uber drivers, delivery people, bar staff, kitchen staff, back of the house, what it do. But let's go ahead and get right into What's the Word. I got a little button for it too. Look at this.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Listen, we not playing. We got buttons in here, people. All right. So, first of all, let's go ahead and get right into something I think is very important.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears, Bobby, for some odd reason, are going through what is going to be both an economical and astronomical change as they take a multi-billion-dollar real estate deal and entertainment empire and shift it to Indiana. The words have been spoken that it is already, quote unquote, sealed. But we, of course, have to wait for the rest of the information to come out. Basically, Soldier Field is the home or has been the home of the Chicago Bears for the longest, but they are proposing that the Chicago Bears relocate to Indiana, the Hammond Park proposal. Of course, that's a big deal because the Chicago Bears are one of the most historic franchises in the NFL, and this is going to be a big deal to move a franchise such as one of the ground-laying support systems to the NFL to another market, even though it's right next door technically. Bobby, if you don't mind, my good sir, can you tell me a word that you would use to describe moving the Chicago Bears to Indiana?
Disappointing.
Disappointing.
And, you know, because I'm a Cleveland native, so somebody who's been through this with the Browns leaving town, and that whole dispute started over stadium funding. And we saw stadium funding situation take our team away. As a matter of fact, we're going through it right now, as the Cleveland Browns have a new stadium proposal. They've already broken ground on the new site, which will be in Brook Park, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland, so it's not as extreme as it is from Chicago to Indiana. It's just a suburb, but it's going to be outside of the Cleveland city limits, which is the issue. You love to see teams stay where they are because it's more than just the impact on the fans. It's that economic boost that you get to give to a community. So it's always disappointing when you see politics get in the way of something that can be so beneficial to a city and its community. So.
Yeah, I can only imagine how some of the old heads feel about it because, of course, between Wrigley Field and Soldier Field, the Chicago Bears and all of the Chicago native teams have shared that area for almost close to 100 years or so. And the only other equivalent to the amount of games played would be in East Rutherford, but that's only because there's two teams that play in New Jersey. So man, the move to Chicago Bears, I don't know. It's a lot of pushback, but of course there's a lot of funds involved. It's a multi-billion-dollar move, which of course, even though it's 20 minutes away, a check which will involve close to $1.5 billion moving the Chicago market, moving from the Chicago market, is a big business, and that is something we are interested in seeing in the future. So let's keep on going, man. We got another one. We got some more words. We got to go ahead and get off. If you don't know, the Kansas City Chiefs have one of, if not the best quarterback under center in Patrick Mahomes. And most recently, they did a record-setting deal. That's right. The extension basically pins Patrick Mahomes to the Kansas City Chiefs for another 2 years for about $500,000. If all together, if I'm talking about $500 million, right? $500 million. If all of the incentive marks are hit, if my research is correct, and I'm going to look one more time, it looks like Patrick Mahomes could take home a whopping, get this, Bobby, $504.75 million. What's the word for that, bro?
Getting paid.
Okay. You come on, bro.
Calvin got a job. No, I mean, it's as it should be. You know, he's arguably the best quarterback in today's game, and he's being paid as such. I guess in other words, you could look add into it is respect. You know, in today's age where we see players changing teams, and kind of the question is there any loyalty in sports? It's good to see that a franchise is taking care of one of its best players, and you know what he brings to the field and what he brings to the organization, and again what he brings to that community is being reciprocated by the organization. So it's good to see. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes, and you know, shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, man. I just did my lineage.
By the way, another team leaving their area, their stadium deal. So
yeah, sneakily. That one is another one. I just did my lineage, Bobby. I found out me and Mr. Mahomes are like fourth cousins.
Oh,
that's why I'm a little light skinned. Right. Yeah. My hair is curly when I let it grow out. So
that's why you was having those voice issues a couple weeks ago. Inner Kermit coming out.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, me and Patrick Mahomes is cousins. I don't know if y'all know this, but my word for the Patrick Mahomes deal. And I was like, wait a minute, I got to find a good one. So this is going to be franchise defining. Yeah, that's right. Franchise defining, because if not, it could blow it up. If it didn't work out, the idea would be Patrick Mahomes is currently in the market for $64 million per year, which sets the new record. Dak Prescott currently is receiving $60 million, and fully guaranteed for 4 years is $239.5 million. The contract length is extending him all the way through 2033, which ties Kansas City to around 38, 39-year-old Patrick Mahomes. Now, the max value, incentives and all, if he were to reach the Super Bowl multiple years, will put him around $522.25 million with quote-unquote escalators involved within the wording of the contract. Now, this is basically taking the market and flipping it on its head, because somewhere in there, you know that other teams can't even afford to pay their quarterbacks this much, but they're going to try to, because their quarterbacks feel as though they're in the market based on incentives and metrics, and this is going to be a big deal. You know,
nobody has the argument though. Let's keep.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue. I was about to say, if you look at it, nobody's really going to say anything, because it's Patrick Mahomes coming off that ACL injury. We are excited to see what he's going to look like, and apparently, from what I have read from multiple sources, he out there killing it right about now. He looking like a Terminator, very close to very much Adrian Peterson-like is what I got from what I read. If y'all remember, Adrian Peterson went out there, tore his MCL, ACL, and was standing on a balancing ball 4.5 weeks later, and then ran for the rushing record that season. Yeah, it was ridiculous when it comes to AP. But right now, it looks like Mr. Mahomes is right on track to do the same thing. Next, but not to be forgotten, Brandon Sorsby from Texas Tech. Y'all know what's going on right about now. If you haven't heard, Brandon Sorsby has been, pretty much adjudicated from the original verdict placed on him by federal mandate for him to be not instated to play at Texas Tech to be the starting quarterback. This was overturned by a circuit court judge in Texas, which is not named for some reason. And right now, the idea is Brandon Sorsby and Texas Tech is being boycotted by the Big 12 because, hey, look, if you get reprimanded and taken off the team for betting, which, of course, sports betting is a large thing right now, it's really wild to say that another judge overturned it and is allowing Texas Tech to have Brandon Sorsby as their as their quarterback. What's a good word for that, Bobby G?
How? Like, just how? You call me an old head or whatever, put whatever adjective in front of my name. If you bet on sports, you should be banned. I'm sorry. And I'm also one of those people that believe gambling addictions is a disease. It can become a disease. And it's difficult to overcome this sort of thing. Like, how do we truly know he won't be able to be influenced again? And like, I'm sorry and I apologize. We see all these contests, right? Like, you said we're gonna give away some tickets today, right? Can you win those tickets? No. Can I win those tickets? No. Can any of our family members win those tickets? No. That's usually the terms and conditions that come around with any contest. So I feel like as a professional athlete, you should be, there's a strict zero tolerance policy that should be in place, regardless of sport, regardless of the level of the sport. If you bet on sports, you're caught betting on sports while you're playing, you're banned, like for life. Like that's one pride. And I know athletes go through a lot of stuff, right? There's a lot of things that happen. We know what Deshaun Watson went through, right? There's a lot of situations, a lot of things that pop up. But this is integrity of the game, especially when it comes to like, you're not only affecting the fans' morale, but what about the people who has to enjoy betting? Now you're in like you're playing with other people's livelihoods, and you don't even realize it. So integrity of the game is very important. Should be priority one for any league. So man, how's this dude playing?
Yeah, it's wild, man. I can't even imagine right now what the scene would be like if I were to, use the terminology to kind of insinuate what if he was another color. Let's put it like that. But it at the same time, someone said, and I'm gonna use this word, it was obvious. Yeah, basically, it was obvious. What you mean? This is two things should have been, in everybody's minds as I think about the word obvious.
What's the word?
It was in Texas. Hello. You don't understand that? God, football, family. And they can be interchanged, ladies and gentlemen. It was in Texas. And when somebody, rubbed two nickels together and put it into into the hands of those people and the judge, and it was easily overturned. And I'm sure it didn't take them very long. I'm sure it didn't. It's one of those things where, we understand that this is, like Bobby said, a disease. It's a real issue, especially, right now with the accessibility to sports books in and around sports betting, so much easily accessible, and I don't care of the terminology he used. He said he felt like he was a part of the team because he wasn't playing. He felt like he was boosting up, representing for his friends and whatnot when this was happening. So for it to not be, stayed and mandated and made, permanent, I don't know, man. And then of course, what if he goes out there and balls, Bobby? Gets a first round grade.
He doesn't have a choice. He already has a first round grade. There were people saying if he'd came out last year, he'd been drafted in the first round. And now he's projected as a first round. But as an NFL, like, how can I entrust my franchise into you? Like, how? If I'm a player in that locker room, how can you know what I mean? How does that go? How do I believe that you have the team's best interests, under mind at all times? It's a difficult situation. I wouldn't want that person on my team. I would feel like that.
Hey, look, you exactly right. It's a funny thing. In order to make this happen, how did this not get seen by someone else and say, "Hey, man, we need to look at this. This ain't right." I really don't understand how it didn't happen. Funny story though. As we talk about things that are going on across the country, normally we like to bring up, where's Jay? Our guy on the street, normally on the road. For some reason, it looks as though we're having a Jay sighting right now. So go ahead and give it up for my boy JJ. What it do? Welcome back.
Hey, you made it on.
Yeah, man. I'm blessed, man. I made it.
There we go.
There's so many situations where I was looking at the police like, you gonna take me to jail? So many different cities. And here I am.
Yeah, Jay. So
I know
check
I'm
this
breaking
out.
up a little bit.
Nah, but Jay,
Yeah.
check this out. You are here, and I also see one of our favorite co-hosts is also in the back, live from the nursing home. We can't forget about him because he's always in the building. Got to give it up. Well, Uncle Scott Cole, what to do?
Jay, how's Arizona, by the way?
God.
Hey, guys, look. Yeah, I'm going to let everybody know right about now we got the sounder. That's right. There goes the cowbell. So we got to go ahead and take a quick break. When y'all get back, we got to hear your words. That's right. Jay's words and Uncle Scott's word. I got Brian over there giving me the signal. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. It's the boys from the Rec Room Sports Radio show right here on ESPN 690. Brian, do a little something for the homies, please, sir.
Yeah, man, if y'all ever want to come through, come check out the shop, Unique Trends and Styles. We got a lot of stuff to do. Game room. Come check out the great barbers we have in here. You know, anybody could cut you up. Fresh cuts every day, clean cuts. Consistency is the key, and we always got you. Thank you.
I'll whip your head, boy. I'll whip your head, boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, don't act like y'all don't know. 50 Cent had them joints like back to back. Okay, and then the movie came out. It was all New York. It was all the time. So, of course, we're definitely going to get into the conversation regarding the New York Knicks and their historic comeback. Once again, it's the boys from the Rec Room Sports Radio Show right here in the Anna John Levine Studios. Your boy K. Witch, your Bible's #1 draft pick. I got Bobby G. I got Uncle Scott. I got Jay, who's coming in and out because, of course, he just got off the road. So give him a minute. He'll be right back. Uncle Scott, welcome. Of course, you did not get a chance to talk to me about some of the things I know you have strong feelings about. And I know you got some words. You are a man of a large vocabulary. Okay. So let's go ahead and run it back now for you historically, because if I'm not mistaken, you got to visit Wrigley Field and watch a football game one time. Did you not?
I go back to the days before the leather helmets and face masks.
Yes. I got you. So, Uncle Scott, do me a favor, man.
What's the word?
What word would you use to describe the Chicago Bears leaving their historic home and going to Indiana?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, the Bears are a tradition like in the NFL like no other. Chicago Bears, not Hammond, Indiana Bears. Chicago Bears, and you're leaving Chicago to go to Hammond, Indiana. I think it's Hammond, Indiana, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Hammond, Indiana. Correct. It's Hammond, Indiana.
I mean, Patriots are going to play Chicago at Chicago this year. I mean, I know it's not this year, but it could be one of the last games at Soldier Field in Chicago. I mean, when you think of the Bears, you think of Soldier Field.
Right.
And now they're gone. Now they're going to be gone. And Goodell and the NFL owners like, yep. They want to pay millions and billions of dollars. Okay, we'll let him go. Goodbye. No tradition. There's no tradition left in the NFL. Zero. Except for maybe Thanksgiving Day is the last tradition left in the NFL right now.
Oh yeah, they got this Thanksgiving Day games all over the place. You got to catch one on Prime, one on NFL Network, one on satellite. Like it's the Thursday night games and the Thanksgiving games all over the place. But just like you said, Uncle Scott, it's all about a check.
More money, more money, more money.
That's what's really going on when they're talking about moving to Hammond, Indiana. Now, of course, you being a football aficionado, and I see Jay's back in the building. Jay, what it do? Welcome back in. Jay, you've been abreast of things while on the road, while traveling to see America firsthand, bro. Like, what is your have you been in and around Hammond, Indiana before?
Don't recall, man.
Could it support a franchise? Could it support is the infrastructure built? Because I had a conversation with somebody and I was talking about Jacksonville hosting a Super Bowl one day and how monumental that will be. And literally the person I met works for the Jags and they said the infrastructure can't support a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So how could Hammond, Indiana do that?
No.
Can't.
No. I still don't recall being in Hammond, Indiana, bro. I'm sorry, but I don't think so.
Jay, did you drive through Hammond, Indiana? Any chance?
You don't even remember. It was so fast.
I mean, not even that. Like I have, but I just cannot recall what I've done there, what I ate there, what the type of things I did there. It's weird in the first place, man. Like the Indiana, you can't call them Bears anymore. I mean, you call them like the Indiana Pups or like,
wow.
Yeah.
You got to get them a whole rebrand.
Nah, I mean, it's not going to happen, but like, it just don't even feel right. I mean, you got the New York teams, right? And then in Jersey. So it makes sense. It makes sense, but it's just, and if you really, let's put it like this, it's pretty hard to get to Soldier Field, man.
Yeah, in and out, very difficult.
I think this would be a little bit more convenient. If that's one thing I could tell you, it would be a little bit more convenient. But when you talk about Chicago traffic, hey, it's a
Thank you, John.
crapshoot. We'll see how that works.
This opens the door. No, not to go off on a tangent, but this opens the door for the NFL to go to any city in America that they want to go to, as long as you got the money to pay. You could go to a suburb like the Patriots could go to Winchester, Massachusetts if they build a new stadium. And as long as the money is coming in, the NFL will be like, okay, go right ahead. We got the money. We got millions and billions coming. That's fine with us. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's with Bobby with Cleveland. They could go to,
No, we already are.
Yeah,
The
wherever.
new stadium's going to be in Brook Park, Ohio.
Yeah, as long as the money is there for the NFL, as long as the NFL is lining their pockets, these owners and Goodell and everybody else, they'll go anywhere. They'll go anywhere.
Hey, well, you guys missed it. So speaking of money,
More money, more money, more money.
Jay, when you think about Patrick Mahomes and this monumental contract extension, what's the word from you, my brother?
I'll never see him play in Kansas City. Hopeless. That's my word. Simply because, like, him getting that much money, I'll probably never be able to afford to see him,
Yeah.
Like, for real. How much the ticket price is going to be because of this show?
That's true.
I'll never see him in Kansas City. I know that. I won't. Once this new stadium comes in, but I'll never see him live in a home game. That's something. But it's earned, yo. We knew he was gonna get this type of money. So I mean, it's not surprising to me. It's just the fan in me. I will never be able to see him play in a home game, man. I'm gonna have to donate. I already donated my two big toes to go see the Commanders and the Cowboys in Dallas. So like, what do I have left? Like, man. I mean, more power to him, man. Definitely earned. But there goes me going to the game with Tanner. He better know somebody. That's for sure.
Just write Taylor Swift a very passionate letter. And just mention that you have some kind of incurable disease, and she'll get you to the game.
I've done that before. I can't keep doing that, Bobby.
We got to do one of those videos for everybody who wants to go. You be like, for a small donation, you can let a fan go to a game. Jake, look at his face. You see that tear? He's crying.
You want my wife to write you, dear Mrs. Taylor Swift? My name is Mrs. Scott Cobe.
There you go.
My friend Jay wants to go to the Chiefs game, but can't go. Can you send him a ticket or two to go, please? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I can't, man. I can't. I don't know.
So Scott,
I definitely it could be there's people who really can use those seats, man, other than me.
Yeah.
Because I'm look. We look at Knicks fans, you know what I'm saying? Like, who definitely can afford those seats, man. Like, they're going to be crazy. As soon as somebody signs, like, some type of super deal, man, I always like, looks like I won't be going to that game. Like I said, and Dak is what, number 2 behind him?
Yep, $60 million for Dak.
So, what are we talking about? Like, again, I don't have so many body parts, bro. I can't. Ask Allen. We'll be able to. And the crazy thing is, like, and I wanted to stay away from the story, but I guess here we are. Do you know, like, you got to pay like almost $1,000 just to be able to have unlimited food and drinks, man, in Texas Stadium, yo?
Wow.
It is not cheap. I know people that went to WrestleMania back when it was at AT&T Stadium, and it was like, get out about half a year's worth of paychecks to pay for that thing because there was no way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, but people pay it, and they'll just keep charging it. That's the unfortunate thing.
That's what I was going to say, because people do pay, and that is wild because they are coming out of pocket, not just for Dak Prescott, but apparently going to be next on the list is Patrick Mahomes. So, Uncle Scott, of course, you did not get a chance to join us in that opening phrase. Now, I wanted to bring you into what I think would be a big deal, especially around here in Jacksonville, as the excitement level has raised to an all-time high as the Jags have began minicamp on June 9th. There are so many words I could use to describe what I've read and what I've seen and what I've heard, especially as the electricity starts to circulate around the city. But Uncle Scott, when it comes to you and the Jags,
Hold up, son. Word.
what's the word when you think about the start of Jags minicamp?
Excitement. And I mean, every NFL team 0-0 right now. Every NFL fan is really excited because football hasn't been around in a while. They think their team can make it to the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl. It's excitement. I mean, the Jags got a lot to be excited about this year. There is some excitement there for the Jags, and that division is very winnable for the Jaguars, no question about it.
Mm-hmm.
They can make it in the playoffs if they get the right draw. I don't think there's anybody in the AFC that you can definitely say that's the team to go to the Super Bowl this year. I don't think there's anybody. So it could be a bunch of teams. It could be the Chiefs. It could be the Jaguars. It could be Patriots. So I'd say excitement.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
The excitement is definitely a good word for it. Bobby G, you know a little bit about the Jags.
Mhm.
As you hear, that the energy's out there in the building right now. What is a good word to describe what is happening in and around the city when minicamp starts?
Forward.
Okay.
Can Trevor Lawrence take the next step forward? Can Travis Hunter take a step forward? Can Brian Thomas continue to take steps forward? It's all about the young talent continuing to develop in the right way, right? We saw what happened last year. They had the Patriots had the easiest schedule. Jacksonville's schedule was not that tough. Let's see. I know you can only play who's in front of you, and they did what they were supposed to do in making the playoffs. But now you're going from being the hunter to being the hunted. So can these guys continue to take the next step forward? You had a first-year head coach. Can he take the next step forward? So for me, Jacksonville, it's all about taking those next steps and continuing to move forward in the right direction.
Jay, same thing, man. What you know about these Jags,
Man,
bro?
I say pivotal, man. Pivotal. It's everything that Bobby just said, everything everyone just said. It's just how many times are we going to see in Jacksonville almost, like we almost beat Tom Brady, or like we almost, made it far in the playoffs after we lost our top draft pick and the way we started the season. So what's it going to be this season? Is it finally going to be a situation where at least,
Look, down goes Frazier.
Yeah. So, what's it going to be now that we get to see,
not opening the
like,
AFC.
yeah. Okay, there you go. You back? There you go.
Am I?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shoot. Yeah. I mean, it's what are you going to call this season? What's the season? What's going to be? What can you put your, put your hard hat on? Like, what can you rest on? What can you? I don't know. What's going to be the characteristic of this season?
Right.
Is it going to be like? First of all, we talking about health. There's going to be a lot of situations where we want to see what Hunter can really do. Where they're going to throw him at? I don't know. Like, is he going to do more of a snap count on? Would it be higher on playing cornerback than gimmick plays on offense? I think they got somebody. And of course, I'm in the fog right now with some things, but they got some exciting signings. A rookie that can kind of take away from them trying to want to put him in there for a gimmick play. So, it's what you got from this season.
Hey, man, look, my boys basically put it all in a nutshell, because all I was going to say was that my word would be competitiveness. There's a sense of competitiveness in the air because they feel as though they have raised the bar for the competition level, not just with the players themselves, but also the coaching staff. Coach Liam Cohen, I don't know if you got a chance to see him on any of the specials on the news or anything. Coach Liam Cohen look like he ready to rock. He done lost some weight, and he is out there in the drills, rocking out. I've seen Travis Hunter on these clippings, these videos. He looked like he put on some weight. He put on some solid muscle. And Jay, that's a big deal because one of the reports that I was reading is the defensive back room is highly motivated to show themselves this season as the Jags begin to do what they do. And I'm excited, being out here in the air. I'm telling you, that's all the conversation is that what will the Jags do this season? But guys, we got a lot of conversation to have left. We got some more words we're going to use because, of course, we haven't even gotten into the phenomenal game that took place last night in the NBA Finals with the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. So I got Brian over there. He's getting ready to go ahead and lay it down for us. One more time for the boys from Rec Room Sports. We got Jay in the building, Uncle Scott Cole, and Bobby G. It's your boy K. Rich, Mama's #1 draft pick. It's ESPN. Let's do it, Brian. Yeah. Get your Timberlands boots. Get your boots ready because we are taking it up top. That's right. It's your boy K. Rich, Mama's #1 draft pick. ESPN 690. We're right here live in the Andrew Levine studios. And boy, when I say we taking it up top, we taking it up top. Last night, the NBA Finals Game 4 reached a height of excitement and allure that I think none of us anticipated, as especially after we watched maybe the first quarter and a half. So now, fellas, we got to dive headfirst into what I believe will be a noteworthy game for the Knicks for the foreseeable future. Game 4, Knicks versus Spurs. What we looking like when we think of the words? How could you describe what took place last night after a 29-point deficit was erased?
Mm-hmm.
Choke. How on earth can you go up by 29 in an NBA Finals game? You have to have a million things go wrong to lose that game.
A million.
And a million things went wrong to lose that game for the Spurs. On that tip-in by OG Anunoby, if you watched where Wemby was, 7'5" guy, he's at the foul line. He's at the foul line watching OG going in going, uh-oh, he's going to make that. We're going to lose the game. Get your butt underneath the basket and get a rebound. Stop playing around in the perimeter. I know you love to shoot threes. The worst thing that could have happened to Wemby is that game 1 against OKC hitting that 30-foot three-pointer. Because guess what? Now he thinks he's a perimeter player. He's 7'5". Get your butt under the basket. I don't know what the coaching staff's doing in San Antonio, but it's choke. Complete choke by San Antonio.
Wow. That's wild. That is wild. Complete choke by San Antonio. I'm with it. I saw the memes where they took Reggie Miller and put him in
the
a Knicks jersey.
Yep.
It was befitting of the moment. AP Alan Perales in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Alan, what it do? We appreciate you for showing up.
Where's the official shirt?
What's up, guys?
Where's the referee shirt?
Um,
Where's the referee shirt?
Not real quick, but I don't have it near me right now.
Alan Foster. Foster.
He's no longer a Foot Locker employee.
So, guys, of course, so much really took place, and I wanted to say, Scott, I'm with you on that one. What was happening on that last play was Wemby was contesting the shot by Brunson. Anybody else could have went out there and tried to contest that shot, and I think that would have worked. But for some reason, Wemby with his 7'5" self was out on the perimeter trying to guard the shot, which would have won the game, but in the end, and OG Anunoby was not boxed out. Bobby G, words for the game. You got to have some. I know that.
Deja vu. You know, I've seen this before. Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. Cavs up 22 points, 7 minutes left. Knicks make a mad comeback and win the game. Like in the exact same thing. And I told people that for the entire 6 days of celebration by New York fans, like it took everything to go wrong for the Cavs and took everything to go right for the Knicks. Like it was, and last night, same thing. And now Spurs fans see exactly what I was. All the Spurs fans, no, you guys just choked. Da, 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 da. Now you see exactly what I was talking about. It took everything to go right. Like and you are fortunate. You are fortunate. Josh Hart choked off that layup, or else it wouldn't even came down to that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the Knicks are supposed to be up by 3. But the only other thing I got is people keep getting these words mixed up. Game and comeback. It was a historic comeback by the New York Knicks. It was not a historic game. The game was terrible.
Oh, absolutely.
The game itself was horrible.
Agreed.
Like Charles came on Inside the NBA right after this, said this was just a stupid team making stupid mistake, and I 100% agree. It was a team, a young team who did not know how to close out a game, and you just saw a certain body part just get tighter and tighter and tighter as that lead shrank and shrank and shrank and shrank, and then the game they didn't know what to do. So, and as well as the coach, like they've never been in that position before, and it's nothing bad, or you have to learn how to win in this league. And you're looking at a Knicks team that has been through it. Like this team has been together with the last 4 or 5 seasons. Like they've been through the wars, they've been through this, they've been through that, and like they've been in this situation just a week ago. So you just watched experience versus inexperience, and experience won out.
Bobby, couldn't you see it on the Spurs' faces last night going,
Yeah, they had no clue what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like,
down
what
to
do we
12. It's, oh, my God. We're going to lose this. Oh.
Yeah.
It just kept going.
Yeah. It's one of the, if you're a fan of what's the replacements, man? Quicksand. Just one thing goes wrong, and then another, and then you get to a point where that heart rate goes up, and you just don't know what to do.
Yeah, you got to be paying attention, man. And of course, a lot of people are going to blame coaching. There were some indecisive moments in which, Ms. Johnson, somebody could have did something. I don't know, timeout. I don't know if they could have, went ahead and said, hey, let's do a little, bring somebody in off the bench, give Wimby a break. But it was a lot going on that could have changed the outcome of that game. Alan, you was watching it. I know you were. You might have went to sleep, but you was catching it. What's your word for the Knicks comeback, Alan?
It's hard to pick a singular word because of just the how it happened, why it happened, and I guess inexperience would be the word I would use, because it's like Bobby said, it's just a young Spurs team that just didn't know how to close out a game, and almost honestly, if I had to say a word specifically, karma, because Spurs were playing with their food last night, and they let their foot off the gas. So to me, this is karma coming back to bite them. And this is karma for a lot of NBA fans, because nobody wants the Knicks to win a championship. But unfortunately, the basketball gods have a great sense of humor, and we could potentially have the Knicks as an NBA champion. So, yeah, that's karma for a lot of the disgruntled NBA fans out there as well.
Wait, Alan was enjoying this game last night in the fourth quarter.
Oh, of course.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I was asleep because it was because of the halftime lead. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bed because I got to be up at like 3-4 in the morning to get ready for work. And the minute I woke up, I was like, oh no. Oh no. Here's the thing. I work with a Spurs fan too. He was so upset.
Yeah.
Like he's like, this is the worst, worst, yada, 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 all this. This is worse than the Falcons dropping that lead to the Patriots. This is worse than what Caleb Williams did to Texas. This is worse than blah, 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 everything. He was so upset this morning.
Yeah, man. Crazy story. So every once in a while, I do a little Uber driving. And last night, I got an opportunity to meet a general manager from a restaurant, and I'm not going to say which one, because me and him going to talk later. And he and I were having a conversation about him being from San Antonio. He was in the car. He was going ham. He was fresh off. He had his he had his drink or two because he was off from work. He was at a whole nother establishment. And he was like, yeah, man, don't say nothing. But watch what happens when San Antonio wins. I wish I reached out to him and said, hey, man, you see that score? You all right? You gonna feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a whole other thing out there in the fourth quarter. But it's wild to say that the New York Knicks are one game away from being NBA champions after 54 years. Come on, bro.
The city of New York will never be the same again after this. Never.
Scott, over under on the cars tipped if the Knicks win the finals.
Over under that the city doesn't catch on fire. I mean, that city is going to be completely off the hook.
Yo, speaking of off the hook, right, Scott? You know what else is off the hook? Unique trends and styles. That's right, everybody. If you don't know now, you know, because right now in the building is Miss Sheree. Miss Sheree is my good friend. She is out there doing locks and wigs. So they are in the building currently. I can't wait until I see her next creation, because for some odd reason, I feel as though she does an awesome job. She puts a little love into it, a little care, and then she does your hair. And then so I got to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and share it, because right now, if you look at the screen, there goes Miss Sheree's page. She just told me to make sure that everybody knows, hey, look, go ahead and book them appointment. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this beautiful, Beautiful.
Hey.
All right. So if you got the locks, you got the wigs, you want to get them styled up, go ahead and see my lady, Miss Sheree. That's at 266 Blandon Boulevard, Suite 8A in Orange Park. Remember, come in as a customer and leave as family. So matter of fact, before we get into the next hour, we might as well go ahead and give them away. I got 4 Waves tickets to go ahead and give away, man. 4 Waves tickets. They are playing at home. Next time, it will be June the 18th. That's right. Call up right now, 904-362-9901. That's 904-362-9901 and win these Waves tickets. Maybe if you got locks of wigs, you can go to Sheree, or you can get you a haircut by D or Unique. Let me know, and we'll do it. We'll be right back in just a minute. It's the Rec Room Sports Radio Show right here on ESPN 690. Chef Fanny, I see you rich off views. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, if y'all ever want to come through, come check out the shop, Unique Trends and Styles. We got a lot of stuff to do. Game room. Come check out the great barbers we have in here. You know, anybody could cut you up. Fresh cuts every day, clean cuts. Consistency is the key, and we always got you. Thank you.
Yeah. We back. Don't sweat the technique. It's the boys from Rec Room Radio Show right here on ESPN 690, live from the Anna John Levine Studios. Oh, man, let me tell you, we got words on top of words on top of words. Big shouts out to Jay from, where is Jay from joining us today? Big Jay, I see you. I know you're going to be back in a minute. But gang, you know, one of the things about Jacksonville is it's a little different. We get down from, you know, having such a wide array of food choices, entertainment, and sports. But one of the people at the forefront of not just the food, the entertainment, and keeping an eye on what the streets want, we got my guy in the building, because sometimes we bring the internet to your radio. I got it today. We gonna bring him right here, man. One time for my dog, Rich Off Views. What it do?
Yeah, what's good, man? How y'all doing? Y'all hear me on here?
Yes, sir.
I just gotta make sure, man. I ain't got no headphones like y'all, man. I'm doing it through the phone.
Nah, bro, you definitely in the building today. So, of course, bro, I am one of those cats where when I got down in Jacksonville and I was like, man, where can I get something to eat from? Like, it's so many spots to choose from. I was glad to have your recommendation on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and I was like, yo, I ain't going over there, bro. He just punted that plate. I seen it. It ain't no good. We gonna go to the next spot. So, Rich, bro, tell the people, of course, about you and where we can find you on our social media platforms, man.
Yes, sir. Like you said, man, I'm Florida's top food reviewer. I also do, I guess, a little bit of comedy, some skits on the side every now and again. My Instagram, Rich Off Reviews. My Facebook is Fatty the Chef. TikTok is Rich Off Reviews. But yeah, man, I try to show my people the good places to go eat, man, because we don't really got a lot of people like us to show us where to go eat at, man.
For sure. And the thing is, you know, from what I've been seeing, you've been expanding, bro. We done went from Moncrief to Orlando. we out here.
Yes, yeah, I'm trying to, like I said, man, I can't be Florida's top reviewer just being known in Jacksonville, man, so I got to go everywhere.
Right. Hey, listen, man, so I do a little Uber driving in St. Augustine. I got a couple places that somebody recommended me. I'm gonna slide them to you. You slide in there, go check it out. You be incognito, like you do, and then you come back and let us know, because every once in a while, you can go to St. Augustine, right? Go kick it.
I go everywhere the food at, man. It don't matter.
That's right. You know what I mean? So, bro, we've been talking about the NBA Finals. The Jags minicamp just started, so we're getting ready for football. I wanted to know your thoughts on what makes a good spot to go kick it and watch the game. We've been using words this whole show. So give me some words to describe what you would think would be a good spot to go kick it, watch the game, whether it be football, basketball, and then we'll get into where we might be able to catch them vibes at.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm simple, man. If you got a TV and some good food, I don't really care where it's at, honestly. But definitely, definitely atmosphere would be a good word to use because, like, in some places down here, like, it's good food, but, like, the atmosphere is, you might get shot if you leave, but, it is what it is,
Hey, listen, this is Jacksonville. You got to keep your head on a swivel. In some way, somehow, I feel like you've been like a little bit of everywhere when it comes in, not just the restaurants, but I love the fact you cover some food trucks too. And there's some food trucks with some busting menus.
Yes, sir. Food trucks, people's houses. I went to gas stations, tire shops. I'm ate from everywhere, bro. A little bit everywhere. Yeah,
for sure. So when you think about it, you don't have to stick to just a restaurant or a sit down. It could even be a chain restaurant, because it's a couple chain restaurants, you can go catch a game in. You know what I'm saying? Bobby G, you are out there in Vegas. What to you makes a good spot to go watch a game at?
It's all atmosphere. Of course, food's got to be quality, but atmosphere. Out here in Vegas, it's a little bit unique because usually when you go to a spot, you don't just have locals. You got people from all over the country, so your atmosphere is pretty unique. What are some of the more unique places, unique atmospheres down there in Jacksonville? If I want to come down there and watch the game.
Yeah, Rich. When you round the way, what places makes you want to go in and partake in the food and the dining?
I'm not gonna lie. If you ever come to Jacksonville, one place I do recommend is called Chip Shot. They have TVs. They got great food. And if you're into pickleball, you can go and play some pickleball too.
Chip Shot. Okay.
Yeah. Right there on Portland Beach.
Okay. That's one. I like that. Okay. So we're going to write that down. Chip Shot. Okay. Put that in the phone. All right. So that's spot number one. What's spot number two, bro?
I would say Rio because one, they're in a good area of town. Two, they do have some great food. I can't even lie. The food is really good there.
Okay. So we got Chip Shot. We got Rio. Okay. What we got for number three?
All right. Now we're going to start getting to the suspect spots. All right. So I'll say Elevations. One. Like
Elevations?
Yeah, no, they got some good food and some good drinks in there too. But like I said, man, hey, keep your head on swivel when you go out there, man.
Hey, when I first got down here, I lived off of Gulf Air, so I know exactly what we talking about.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so big shouts out to Elevations. I heard they got some adult entertainment right now.
Yeah, for the VIP, the little VIP area,
Yeah. If you know, big shouts out to everybody who might slide into Elevations. And then what's another one, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I haven't been to Tipsy's, but I heard Tipsy's do have a good little menu or whatever. I haven't actually been there, but that's another place that keep your head on swivel, man.
Right. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. And this was something I wanted to bring up because I saw like your series of nightlife. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, you talking about the strip club reviews? Oh yeah. Now we talking about strip clubs now. Oh yeah, man. You can go to Wacko's. You can go to Emperor's. They got some great food, great entertainment, and they got TVs. Go to Cocktails. You can go to. When we keep going with the strip clubs, man.
Hey, look, you giving them free promo right now. You can do it,
bro. So yeah, Cocktails. Pinkies, man. Look, shout out to all strip clubs, man. That's what, man.
Yeah, that's one thing. Jacksonville does have a variety of adult entertainment. I ain't gonna lie to you, straight up. When I was doing a little extra, trying to get a little money. One day I took like 4 people during the day to Emperor's, bro, and everybody was like, "Nah, bro, the steak, the burgers, blah blah blah." And I'm looking at them like, "Bro, y'all going in there to eat?"
Yeah, food in the strip club, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's how you keep that service going. If they got a good daytime menu, not just what's on the menu, but what's on the menu, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then that's what brings the people in. You feel me? That is definitely what brings the people in. Some people got a Spanish menu. Shout out to Wackos. You know, and other people got, you know, international menus. You know what I mean? So it really depends on what you like. Big shout out to Jay. Jay would definitely love to know where the adult entertainment would be have the great food at. Now, if we broke it down from those 4, can you give me 2 that stand out above the rest if you was going to go kick it and watch the game?
Yeah, if I had to choose, like I said, it'll definitely be between Chip Shot and Rio because great food at both places. Both got great atmosphere, good at drinks. Just the difference is if you want to play some pickleball on the side, you know, some people like it, some people don't. So that'd be the only good.
Hey, man, I can't lie. Pickleball is expanding. Big shouts out to Brian. Brian, we got a pickleball show now, don't we? Saturdays at 10, there is a pickleball show here on ESPN 690, so make sure you tune in for that because, you know, pickleball a little bit everywhere. You know, I ain't gonna lie. It's a couple of spots, and you've been there. You had the food. So it's looking like if we got Rio, if we got Chip Shot, what's number 1? Who's gonna win the championship of the kick it and watch a game?
I mean, it depends on person, man. Like I said, you want to be in a you want to be close towards the beach. I definitely would say Chip Shot, man, because you can leave there, go right to Atlantic Beach. You know what I'm saying? Hang out, whatever. At Rio, it just got great food, man. I ain't gonna lie, they got some good food over there. So, I personally number 1, I definitely would go Chip Shot, man. Cause I love the beach. I ain't gonna lie.
There you go, man. So we got to go ahead and give it to him. Number 1 right now for Rich Off Views, if you want to kick it and watch the game, gotta be Chip Shot. Get in there and play some pickleball, you know, have a drink. You know, I heard you even say you might even, you know, bring a little date out there, a little shorty out there, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, date, friend, bring everybody, man. It's nice. It's a nice place, man. I'm telling you. If you've never been there, you're gonna have fun going there. Okay. Now, you know what I'm saying? So while we got a little bit of time, bro, this is pretty much your minute to promote what you got going on. Every time
can I ask him something?
Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
Rich, where restaurant is your go-to? Is it Chip Shot or is there a specific restaurant that you go to over and over again, like maybe once every other week or twice every other week?
That's easy, man. It's a food truck right here called Kaylee's Trap. Best fried chicken I ever had in my life. Fried broccoli. I'm good at fried crabs. Like whenever he's over there by my house, I'm getting a plate every time. It doesn't matter where I'm getting a plate every time.
Shout out to Kaylee's Trap, man. I gotta check that one out. That's for sure. I've seen some, not just you, but other people going to Kaylee's Trap, and yeah, it's hidden. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now listen, every once in a while, I've driven by the Jamaican spot over there off of Blandon. I saw your review. I'm gonna have to get out there because them ribs literally did fall off the bone.
I'm finna do reviews on Stars Caribbean. I know that's on Blandon too. I'm about to do one on them next because they have some good Jamaican food too.
Okay, and I'm gonna give you another one. So I got a good friend who told me if you go across the bridge, try out Yes So Nice. That's another Jamaican one. Yeah, that's a good one too. So we got Jamaican, we got nightlife, we got the shake joint, we got good chicken wings. I think we got a little bit of everything, Rich, man. Do me a favor, bro. Tell the people where we can find you on your Instagram and your TikTok one more time.
Yeah, they're Rich Off Reviews with a Z at the end, Instagram and TikTok. On Facebook, it's Fatty the Chef. One thing I do want to promote is I will be starting doing Fatty tours soon. So if you ever come to Jacksonville and want to tour this anywhere in the city, man, just want to know some good food at or just want to see the places I've been to, it'll be one like, I ain't gonna say it'll be like Uber service, but it'll be like just like a drive around service. I just take you around the city and show you your time.
Hey man, no, I want to ask you one more thing because I saw this too. I saw you and Chef Skinny talking about feeding the homeless. Yeah. When is that? When is that going down?
This Saturday at 1 p.m. In front of the Trinity Mission Center.
Okay. So this Saturday, 1 p.m. in front of the Trinity Mission Center. Y'all know what it is, man. Jacksonville is one of the most diverse areas, but we are also one of the highest per capita for homelessness. Okay, when you go downtown, it's pretty, it's fun, you having a great time, you having a good drink, but bust two lefts. Take a look at the people who are less fortunate. Okay, and let's take a minute to give back to the community. Rich, man, yo, I appreciate you joining the game right here on the Rec Room Sports Radio Show. I think we're gonna have to collab on something, bro. It's a place or two. They want us to come in, maybe watch a game. I'm gonna have to bring you in to try the food out, bro.
If it's free food, I'm there.
I'm gonna throw the challenge to you right now, Whit. Gonna throw the challenge to you right now. Go ahead, show face and go ahead and rep for the show and get down there to the Feed the Homeless event.
You know what? Man, we're gonna have to put that on the bucket list and knock that off. Your boy K Witt, Rich Off Views, Feeding the Homeless. I gotta make that a plan. Hey man, Brian is giving me the signal. We gotta go ahead and take another break. We'll be right back in a minute. Rich Off Views, thanks for joining us right here on the Rec Room Sports Show. Boys say peace. We'll be right back in just a minute, folks.
Be easy, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy K Witch, your mama's #1 draft pick. We are live from the Anajar and Levine studios. We just had the internet right here on your radio, people. We had Rich Off Views letting us know pickleball got some good food if you go to the right spot. So big shout out to everybody from Chip Shot, and also big shout out to Elevations. You know, got the nice ambiance if you stay a little later than most people, and apparently also some good food. So just like we always do when we talk about the internet and your radio, we have to kind of take a step into what's trending right now. And I think one of the things, since we were talking about basketball earlier, is the new 82-0 game. But hold on, wait, Uncle Scott, what you were saying? What you got?
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Mexico beat South Africa 2-0 in the first World Cup game.
Mexico beat South Africa. Yo.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get the cowbells out, Alan.
Sorry.
Have y'all been seeing those TikToks where they like?
Sorry, I'm Team Mexico. Sorry, I'm rooting for Mexico to win. Sorry.
Yeah, they got that. They got those videos where they do the starting lineups. They were like, and now for China. you got to check it out. Just trust me, it's crazy. But anyway, you have been on the internet recently. The 82-0 craze has been sweeping the nation. Okay, that's when it spins, gives you a random couple of people for like teams in different eras, and you try to see if you can construct a team that goes 82-0. And how it might be. So
it's impossible.
It's impossible. It's almost impossible, but
I've done it.
You get a chance to
get
it.
I tried it like 8 times, and the best I got was 69-13 today.
Oh, okay. So Bobby G, who got a chance to talk about it on the Audible Sports Podcast with Life and Sports Meet Culture. How did you construct the team that went 82-0, bro?
If you want to go, for those who doubt, it's actually I got it live. I did it live on air, live on stream. My point guard was Dwayne Wade. 2000s. My shooting guard was World B. Free.
Oh.
My small forward was Rick Barry. My power forward was Anthony Davis.
Okay.
And New Orleans Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
And my center was Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's a cheat code.
But it wasn't Golden State Wilt Chamberlain. It was actually Philly Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, young Wilt.
Yeah, Wilt. There's 3 different Wilt Chamberlains you get. The gold standard is the Golden State 1960s Wilt, 41 points a game, 27 rebounds. I got Philly Wilt, who was 27 points, 24 rebounds. So,
wow.
But yeah.
Shout out to Wilt Chamberlain being all over this. I'm sure Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is all over it as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of Kareems you can get. If you get fortunate and get that Milwaukee Kareem, you can set yourself up pretty nice lineup.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's got to be crazy. You mess around and get a freaking Bill Walton or something like that. AP, I saw you put in the group chat earlier about that 82-0. What'd you come up with?
So I got kind of a unlucky draw. Really, the best pick I had was LeBron James, of course, at power forward. A couple other. I think it was. I want to say it was Heat LeBron.
Miami. Okay, yeah.
Miami Heat LeBron. Again, best pick out of that whole group. There was some good players in there. Don't get me wrong, but I think the best I did was like 59 wins. So I only had time to do it once though, because obviously I've been working all day. But it was fun. It was fun. I'm gonna have to do it again here later.
Uncle Scott, what yours was looking like?
So my 69-13 team was Lenny Wilkins, point guard for the Cavs in the 70s. Gail Goodrich, shooting guard for the Phoenix in the 60s. Kobe Bryant, Lakers 2000s. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, power forward, Minnesota Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow.
And Walt Bellamy from the 60s. So I had three really old guys in there. That was a 69-13 team. So
okay.
I got a lot of 64 and 18 teams, a lot of 59 and 23 teams, but that 69 and 13 team, people forget Lenny Wilkins was a really good basketball player.
For sure. 100%. Yeah, Lenny Wilkins was out there getting it. And just so nobody thinks I'm cheating, I'm gonna show y'all mine, man. So I got 62 and 20. So I got 2010s D Rose. I got the 2000s T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. I got 1980s Adrian Dantley from Dallas. Then I got the great White Hope, Larry Bird. And then I got Cat Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. 62-20 ain't bad.
Before we get to our guest, do you know out of all the things I did not get one Boston Celtic randomized at all.
It knew you.
Ever.
It knows you, Scott. You know the computer got your information saved in there. It's like no Celtics, none, no errors.
Yeah. I got a 60 Sacramento guy. I forget who it was, but I got the 1960 Sacramento Kings. I was like,
the first good team I had, and I don't know how this team didn't get it. I think the third time I did it, I got this team. I got Luka at the point, Devin Booker at the 2, Jimmy Butler at the 3, Jason Tatum at the 4, and Golden State Wilt Chamberlain at the 5.
And Golden State Wilt Chamberlain.
Wow. Was that Dallas Luka, Bobby? Was that Dallas Luka?
Dallas Luka. Yeah. Wow. 80 and 2.
Speaking of,
I was gonna say, what are the two losses?
Yeah, what are the 2 losses, by the way?
Right. I was about to say, what would have been the losses? Speaking of losses, we got a PLE. That's right, a premium live event for our combat sports fans coming up. That's right. For some odd reason, in America, they let you hold a whole epic platform like UFC on the White House lawn, and apparently it is going down this weekend. So when it comes to the UFC, I have no other choice but to bring in this gentleman. He's knowledgeable. He talks about it every week, and he has his own platform. Let's make some noise for my guy, my brother from another mother, Nick Bodkins, ladies and gentlemen.
What's good, boys? What's good? It is, wait, you mentioned it. I mean, what kind of world are we living in here? We are fighting on the White House lawn. Who would have ever thought that? This is a sport like 10 years ago, just in 2016, in 2016, barely just got, allowed in the state of New York. And now we're fighting on the White House lawn. I mean, politics aside, like, I'm not going to get into that. If you're coming to me about politics and this stuff, probably the wrong person. You got other problems in life, but this card is stacked, boys and girls. I mean, absolutely stacked. 7 fights. Can't wait. All absolute bangers. And there is some, if you look at the odds, there is some deep odds, like as far as huge favorites. But if you open up this card, the main card opens up very nice. This is my pick for fight of the night, Diego Lopez, who's coming off the loss to Volkanovski in that title fight. He's taken on a surging Steve Garcia, who is the number 9 ranked featherweight. Steve Garcia has won 9 in a row. These guys are going to absolutely stand and bang. Both guys are going to stand here in the center of this octagon, right in front of the White House, right in front of everybody, and show you how to freaking throw it down. This fight that fight alone is incredible. And then you get to, obviously, the top of the card. You have Ilia Topuria taking on Justin Gaethje for the lightweight championship. Unfortunately, folks, we're going to see American die on the White House lawn because Ilia Topuria is going to put Justin Gaethje down to pasture. I mean, you can't even get plus odds at Ilia Topuria by knockout at this point in time. I think it's like minus 125 as I looked last night. The fight to look at, though, in the most intriguing fight in this fight is a man who's going for history. History could be made Sunday night. I almost said Saturday, but Sunday night on front of the White House is Alex Potan Piera is going for not his first, not his second, but his 3rd title. That's right. This man was a middleweight championship, just vacated the light heavyweight championship, and now is moving up to heavyweight to try to become the first ever three-time belt 3-time champion in 3 different weight classes. He has taken on Cyril Gane. Now, obviously, Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion, is out with the injury due to Mr. Waterboy himself, Cyril Gane, eye poking him to death. But stay away from the eye pokes, Alex, and I think Alex can put him down. It's an intriguing fight because Cyril is an elite kickboxer, can move in and out, and Alex, though, has that one thing that you always want, and that's that one punch knockout power. Alex can absolutely deliver it to you. Rest of this card is still stacked. You have Sugar Sean as well. Bet the over on the rounds on Sugar Sean and Mahib Zahabi. Sugar hasn't had a knockout. He's going to be looking for the knockout, but unfortunately, Zahabi's a tough SOB. So bet the over. I think it's over 2.5 rounds. Bet the over. Bet the distance. I like Sean by the distance here. So bet the over. The huge flyer I am actually taking on this fight, folks. It's call me crazy, but it's Michael Chandler versus Marcio Hufi. Michael Chandler, huge dog at plus 460, but by decisions plus 1,800. I think that's the only way Chandler can go. The last time we saw Hufi go up against somebody who can wrestle, did not do very well for him. Chandler is an all-American wrestler. Now, sometimes he does not do those things, but if he can play it smart, and that's a huge if, he has a chance to win here on Sunday night and pull off the upset and possibly lay down the gloves. This is the fight that he's wanted as far as fighting on the White House. Obviously, he's wanted Conor McGregor for like 3 years and didn't get that fight, but he's fighting on the White House. This is what he wants. He's got to wrestle. That's his path to victory. Plus 1,800. Bet Michael Chandler. Don't put a lot of money on it because it probably not going to happen, but put a little flyer on it. That's the flyer I like. That's kind of what I'm looking at. The other fight, Josh Hokett versus Derek Lewis. Hokett, who just came off of an absolutely insane war against Blades, a fight of the year type fight, going against Derek Lewis. I still like Hokett here. Hokett's a huge favorite, but you could sprinkle a little on Derek Lewis if you want by knockout because he has the one knockout power. Also, bet the under. These are two heavyweights. You got to think we're fighting outside in the elements. It's going to be 90 degrees with the humidity and then some. These boys, they're not going to go very long. Derek Lewis either gets knocked out or knocks somebody out in the first round. I think the over-under's a round and a half there. Bet the under on that.
Man. Bodkins, you gave everything to us just now when it comes to this. I really feel like this is one of those monumental cards where when we were thinking about it a couple months ago, when I was talking to you and I was talking with our guy Bobby B on the show, Head Kicks and Haymakers, which comes on Wednesdays, 9:00 Eastern time. I was thinking that they would have to assemble a card of monumental perspective. And to a degree, especially when you look at the top of the card, I feel like they hit the mark. Really, when you say Ilya Topuria, Justin Gaethje, I don't think you can really get better than that. But I really like they even in the midway through the card, we get to see Derek Lewis, Josh Hokett, but somewhere in there, seeing Bo Nickel try to see Bo Nickel is a good one. I think we should keep an eye on as well.
A lot of people like Kyle Dawkins to pull the upset against Bo Nickel. Nickel struggled against black belt jiu-jitsu, and that's what Kyle Dawkins brings. I think I like Nickel to win this fight. I think it'll be close. I would also bet the over on that. I bet the over on that on rounds as well. I believe it's 2.5. I like it to go to the distance. Dawkins is tough. Nickel is also very tough, but it'll be interesting once this go. Nickel's going to want to take it to the ground. There is a few matchups with that. I would have liked to seen that they could have made this a little bit bigger, but for what it's worth, what the UFC is doing, I enjoy this card is nice. I probably would have rather seen O'Malley, Sandhagen, Ilya versus Islam, Alex versus Jones, or Alex Pierre versus John Jones, or Alex Pierre versus Aspinall. Unfortunately, Aspinall's hurt, and Dana's fighting with John Jones right now. So it is what it is. But there's a few fights that they could have made just a here smidge here, smidge here. But as a whole, this is 7 great fights, and everybody should be tuning in Sunday at 7:00. Hey, just to watch it, like just pull up what it looks like online, and you're gonna be like, man, what is happening here? I know it's wild to think, and I know there's people who are against it, fighting on the White House lawn. It's sacred, blah blah blah. I understand all that, but as a fight fan, I am all in.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm 100% with it. Once you get past all of the politics and thought processes about it, it is going to be literally a premium live event in the middle of the White House lawn. I mean, Romans did it in front of the emperor at one point in time. look at what we got now. And then last but not least, bro, we did not get an opportunity to talk to you when Netflix had their first MMA match, and we saw what I thought was the opportunity of a lifetime pretty much being stated over and over again by Ariel Helwani as he continued to pepper the idea of John Jones and of course the Predator fighting against each other. But of course, the idea of contract negotiations and being locked in for, I think, 6 more fights with Dana White is a big deal. Do you think
No,
that
that fight's never happening.
Oh, okay.
That fight's never happening.
Never.
John Jones ain't never getting out of that contract, and they're never going to negotiate with Francis. Mark it in as write that down in the MMA history books as fights that we wanted to see that we'll just never get for whatever reason. John Jones being 6 fights. You think the UFC going to let him walk out of that and go to Netflix? Absolutely not. I got a better chance of hooking up with Carmen Electra tonight than that happening. So there's that. They're not going to negotiate with Francis. Dana White would have to die and be, and his kids would have, you know what I mean? And then somebody else would have to die before they negotiate with Francis, because Dana just isn't going to let that happen for some odd reason. Him and Francis don't see eye to eye. And Francis, I don't think, would want to come back to the UFC at this point in time. So that fight will never happen.
Yeah, that's why cross promotion. The last time a big cross promotion happened, it was McGregor and Mayweather.
That's
Never?
Boxing. That's boxing. You think the UFC, those 3 letters, are going to cross promote with anybody? No, they're bigger and better than everybody. They won't cross promote with anybody ever again. Boxing, maybe that was a one-time thing, and you got to think they did that because the Fertittas just sold to Zuffa, right? And to TK, now the apparent company that is TKO, they did that to recoup a lot of that money from buying the UFC. They're not going to do that ever. They won't never do that again. Cross promote, I don't at all. So it'll be, but yeah, you can kiss that fight goodbye.
Yeah, I would think that
the one fight you could maybe look at from that is Francis versus Tom Aspinall. There's a lot of going on with Tom right now. His manager's Eddie Hearn, and if Eddie Hearn and Dana are absolutely at wars with each other, due to the Zuffa boxing and things like that, and Eddie's already kind of asked, Tom to be released. They're not obviously going to do that, but you could see maybe where they strip Tom or something here, because we haven't seen Tom since the eye poke last year. So there we could maybe see a Tom Aspinall Francis Ngannou type thing happen in MVP Promotions and Netflix.
I like it. I think Scott was going to chime in really quickly. Scott, you had something?
No, I agree. Dana White's driving a bus on this John Jones stuff. There's no way that Dana White's going to allow it to happen. So
yeah, no, he's
for everybody out there.
Forget
it. I agree.
Hey guys, well, there goes the sound. My brother Nick Bodkins, thank you for joining us. When it comes to MMA, I got to make that phone call, bro. You got to come through for us. And again, tell the people where we can find you right here out on the internet.
Yeah, find me on YouTube, just the Bodkins Show on YouTube. We do the head kicks and haymakers every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern, since y'all are out in Jacksonville. Please subscribe. If we do full card breakdowns every Wednesday, talk about the results from the previous week as well. Plus, we do a little on Thursdays. I do a little football show with my Uncle Scott Cobe over there as well, and a few others of the gang. And also on Sundays, we sit down with all types of content creators from all over and just discuss teams and everything else. So please subscribe, share, find me on the internet. So
yeah, man, of course, Nick Bodkins, ladies and gentlemen, the international man of mystery, a little bit of everywhere, but at the same time, nowhere. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate you. It's the Rec Room Sports Radio Show right here on ESPN 690. The guys will be back as we get ready to wrap it up for the day, man. Hey, Brian, hit us. What's up?
Yeah, man, if y'all ever want to come through, come check out the shop, Unique Trends and Styles. We got a lot of stuff to do. Game room. Come check out the great barbers we have in here. You know, anybody could cut you up. Fresh cuts every day, clean cuts. Consistency is the key, and we always got you. Thank you.
Hey, Ma. What's up? Let's lie. We on the radio tonight. That's right. It's the boys from the RecRoomSports crew. We are here at the John Levine Studios, man. We had a wonderful show. Big shouts out to all of our guests today, man. Big shouts out to Jake from Where's Jake from joining us. He was home. So, Jay, thanks for being back in the building. We hope you get the chance to return. Big shouts out to Rich Off Views for showing us or telling us where we can go get some food at. We got to get into food and pickleball and a little bit of adult entertainment, a little nightlife. And then, of course, Nick Bodkins, our guy, letting us know what's the deal with UFC Freedom this Sunday. So many things to look forward to, including Game 5 of the NBA Finals.
The Jumbo Shrimp are coming to Massachusetts next month.
Oh, I wonder if our guy Ethan is going.
Oh, I'm going.
You going?
I'm going. Oh, I'm going to go.
Uncle Scott will be reporting live from the game in Massachusetts, giving us a report of how the Jumbo Shrimp do out there. And I appreciate that, Uncle Scott. So, guys, this weekend is going down. Game 5. Knicks, Spurs. What are we thinking? Because it could literally all be over.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. It's going to end in 5. I don't see any way San Antonio recovers from that. Too young of a team. The Knicks fans are going to overtake San Antonio arena.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just going to overtake it. It's going to be 80% Knicks fans in that stadium.
Yeah.
So I don't see there's any way that San Antonio recovers from what happened in Game 4. So I think it ends in Game 5. I think it's done.
What do you think, Alan? Game 5?
Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. I agree with Scott. It's over in 5.
Wow. Bobby G, you had a wager that we were talking with one of our favorite guests. Big shouts out to Evan from P5 Athletics. I believe there was some stakes involved.
Yeah, I'm looking at menus right now. Going over and where I would like to dine and.
Speaking of good food,
yeah,
Bobby, the most expensive steak in Vegas. Take Evan there.
Oh, you get some Wagyu. You get some Wagyu steaks. Ooh,
I ain't
boy.
gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to the man because we got too many celebrity chefs. That could be a pricey steak.
I was about to say, they treat those Wagyu cows better than they treat babies in the NICU. Okay, them Wagyu cows live the life of luxury. And I'm gonna go ahead, man. I'm going to be close to my father this weekend, and of course, if everybody knows, Bernie's the biggest Knicks fan I know. I had to call him and check on him. He said he had 2 heart attacks. He's alive. But literally I said, you know what? If the Knicks win this weekend, I just got to put that money to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it, y'all. I'm gonna buy my pops for Father's Day that NBA championship T-shirt and hat on the floor. That hat. As soon as the game's over, they got the commercial on. Wear the game worn apparel by the New York Knicks. I'm gonna get that for them. So I'm excited to see whether or not they do it in 5. But
I don't know how your dad is with, but I know when the Red Sox won their title in 2004 and the Celtics won their title, there's a few tears that are gonna get shed.
Yeah.
This
is one
emotional time.
I was gonna say, it happened to me a couple of years ago when the Rangers won their first World Series. So
yeah, this is going to be one where people are crying. I know that. I think you mentioned the stadium in San Antonio will be full of Knicks fans. The tickets were being paid for while they were walking out. All of those A-listers, Ben Stiller, Fat Joe, Spike Lee, Tracy Morgan, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Stephen
we
A.
knew they
Smith.
were besties.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say we just had him on the show, Nick Bodkins, a big longtime Cubs fan, when they won their first World Series in 100 years. So
Bodkins probably should have teared too. I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, it's foregone conclusion. I mean, the Knicks would the great story be the Knicks lose Game 5 and they win it in Madison Square Garden? Yes. But there's no way San Antonio recovers. I can't think they're going to recover. So
yeah, that's too demoralizing. And I mean, really, I think the first 5 to 8 minutes of Game 5 will tell the story of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without question.
Oh yeah. Now, if they come out doing that Brunson hero ball with the threes and OG Anunoby's dropping them and Miles Bridges is dropping them, Cat is playing in the post, yeah, we'll be able to tell. But of course, you guys, we're getting close to the end of the show. This is where we like to tell people what they need to know because we're getting close to my favorite time of the show when we talk about that slice of life. Hey, Brian, play the music.
Yeah. On a serious note, though, sometimes in our lives, we come across people who inspire us or motivate us, whether we know them or not, whether they're involved in lives or whether just from a distance, you're watching somebody and just, they motivate you to keep going and keep pushing. And I want to take this time to thank one of those people who kept me going. OG Anunoby. Thank you, OG Anunoby, for balling out the last 2 games, being in the right places at the right time, and saving my steak dinner that your bro Josh Hart tried to take from me by missing a wide open layup and almost ruining the game. But OG Anunoby, who arguably, if this series does end in 5 games, could be the MVP of the finals.
Yeah.
He has a legitimate chance of being MVP of the finals. But thank you, OG, for being in the right places at the right time, for making those clutch corner threes, even when I had given up hope and thought it was over, and then now counting the pennies in my pockets, I got to buy this dude a steak dinner. But OG Anunoby came through to ensure. He said, Bobby G, I got you, sir. I'm going to do everything in my power to get you that Gordon Ramsay 36-ounce T-bone. And, you know, with the mashed puree, because for some reason Gordon Ramsay can't say mashed potatoes, the potato puree on the side. Yeah. Shout out to OG Anunoby for being an inspiration to us all, for not giving up, pushing through, and you know, pursuing your goals and dreams.
Wow.
Wait, I have two questions.
You got
one
it.
question and one statement. Bobby, are you getting an OG Anunoby shirt delivered to your house at some point?
If they win the next game, I probably should.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. A good chance I will.
Hey, so check this out. This would make OG Anunoby a 2-time champion because he was on that Raptors team with Kawhi a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: the Knicks have 2 of the 5 biggest comebacks in NBA postseason history. Game 1 and last night.
22 and 29. That is crazy. Scott, what you got?
So one last thing, and it's kind of my slice of life. My wife is starting to pull through this. Numbers are getting up. She's starting to normalize back to where she was before. She's very grumpy right now in the hospital, which I know means she's on a recovery way. Shout out to everybody in the Rec Room Sports family, everybody in the Fall Start Thursdays, Let's Talk Sports, and the baseball show, Alan and Jonathan. Thank you, everybody, for the well wishes. It was very much needed at the time, and now everything is starting to come through. So they're even talking about within the next 2-3 weeks, you might be able to get out of the hospital and come home. So thank you. Yeah, that's how the turnaround is started. It's slow turnaround, and it's faster than anything. So
nice.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate, and from the bottom of my heart, I love everybody on this platform. So thank you. Much appreciated.
Hey, look, and let me tell you,
and shout out Mrs. Cole.
Shout out Mrs. Cole. Let me tell y'all something. Don't let me get in here and tell you what my God can't do. Hold up. I'm sorry. Excuse me. This is a sports show. But at the same time, thank you, Scott, for sharing that with us. The whole team right here at Rec Room Sports has your back no matter what. Through thick and thin, we are family, and that is how we roll. But guess what, guys?
I wish you had more time.
So guess what, man? This week we will be glued to our television sets as we watch UFC on Sunday, and then somehow, some way, we find our way to a television to watch the Knicks possibly put the Spurs away. Next week, we're going to bring Evan back up here to talk about whether or not he's paying for Bobby's steak through Venmo or Cash App, and we will have a great time doing that. But again, for the homies, for Bobby G, for Scott Cole, for AP Allen Perales, it's your boy K Witch, your mama's #1 draft pick. This was the Rec Room Sports Radio Show, where we bring the internet to your radio. Peace out.
Wagyu steak.
Wagyu.